Hello, it's Mio and welcome to this video. It is Pride month, so today I thought I would remake a series that I did here 2 years ago with drawings that I actually made 4 years ago of these Pride flag turned portraits. So I'm going to be redrawing some of the flags in my style, and I'm also going to be adding new ones that I never did before. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. The first flag that I'm going to be redrawing into a human portrait is just the general Pride flag, and that is something that I never drew in my previous series, so I thought that would be a nice place to start. The reason that I never drew the Pride flag the first time around is that it is just a lot of colors, and I just couldn't get it to look right. I think I remember trying actually, but never getting away with all the colors in a good way without it looking really weird and not flattering. But now I'm a bit better at art, so I decided to give it another go. I desaturated the flag a teensy little bit just so that the colors fit a little bit better to my standards, and then I decided on making a relatively masculine haircut and the face being a little bit androgynous in a way, like the nose is a little bit on the bigger side, which isn't necessarily masculine, but in drawings you can translate that as more masculine, as well as thicker eyebrows, but I also made them shorter, which I guess is more feminine. Then I decided to add a little bit of hair in the back, so it's like a little mullet, because I feel like mullet can be a pretty gender neutral haircut. And then I just added all the colors. So this character is kind of inspired by Rainbow Dash from My Little Pony, so like human Rainbow Dash. Besides the goal of making this character look like Rainbow Dash, I didn't really have a clear idea in mind, except that I wanted the character to be a little bit feminine as well as a little bit masculine, so that it would be a little bit harder to notice what gender they are. And then I added clouds, because rainbows and clouds fit together. I took the eyelashes away to make it a bit more masculine, and then I also tried to add a little bit of a beard, a little facial hair, but I don't know if I really like that. So here's the version without the facial hair, and then here is the version with the facial hair. So let me know which one you like the better, because I'm not really sure which one I prefer. The next flag that I decided to make into a human is the trans flag. When I made the original series, I actually really liked the trans flag interpretation that I made, so I didn't really want to stray too far away from that and kept the essence of the old design for the most part. The biggest change that I made really was that the character is now smiling and they're facing forward, and I wanted the skin tone to be a bit lighter to fit better with the light pastel color palette, which I kind of regret now looking back at it. I kind of wish I kept that rich, darker skin tone. The one thing that is a little bit different from the first time that I did these original portraits back in 2020 is that now I have kind of allowed myself to let some of the characters be facing forward, so it's not as repetitive, but I'm still trying to keep the format and everything alike. So they don't show the entire head, for example, none of them do, and I tried to center them and they're all going to be looking at you or at the person watching this drawing. But back to the trans flag design. So I gave her, much like the original, half and half kind of look. So half her hair is blue, half is pink, and same with the eyes, and then also the lips. I also wanted to add some heart elements to the drawing, so I added the stickers to the face like in the original, and then heart eyes. Then I also shaded things with purple, because purple is kind of like pink and blue mixed together. And yeah, this is pretty much how she looked at the end of it. But after I had made this drawing, I actually got a comment on the original video that I made that commented on them wanting the trans flag to be a male character because their partner would really like that. And I thought it was really sweet, and I was like, yeah, maybe I should make the trans flag a male instead of a female all the time. So I actually went back and I just made the drawing into a male version, and I actually think I might like the male version better. Here is the male version, by the way, and here is the female one. I think they're both really cute, but I kind of like the feminine colors with the more masculine look. And then here is the next flag that I'm going to be doing, which is the asexual flag. And this is the first portrait that I'm drawing from the side this time. And I also remember really liking the asexual portraits that I did last time. So I'm going to be taking some inspiration from that one, but I also want to make it a little bit different. In the original, I made like grape juice blood, which I think is a fun idea, but I don't want to do that this time. I want some more symbolism into the design. So I started with a very similar design with the purple makeup and the black under eye makeup and the purple lips, but I also added some purple shadows to get a little bit more of that purple in there, and then I gave her purple eyes like in the original. I also gave her very similar hair to the original, so at this point it's just looking like I'm doing the same design all over again. But the original had some flaws, even though I really liked it, such as there not being enough gray color in there. So I will be adding more gray by adding some stripes in her hair that are gray. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the only gray thing I got in there. But I tried to get a lot of the gray in there by adding a very thick gray stripe. And then for the symbolism part, I of course decided to make an ace as an earring, because that would be really cool. And I actually really enjoy that. That's probably my favorite part of this drawing. And then I also feel like stars and moons and such are a little bit asexual for some reason. I don't know why, it's just what I associate with it. So I added a little star on her forehead, and then I gave her a little bit more of a crazy makeup that has these spiky parts to match the star on her forehead, or like in between her eyebrows really. Some highlights, and then she is done. Here is the final result of the Asexual Flag. I really like this one, probably one of my favorites. And now for the last flag of this video, and I will be making a part 2 because I have started on like 5 other portraits already, but I won't be finished with them by this weekend, and I want to get them out while it's still Pride Month. So hopefully I will be done with them for next week, and it will still be Pride Month. So the last flag, of course, is the a romantic flag, because I had to do that one right after the asexual one. And here I'm also going for a very different design than the original one that I made. I wasn't really feeling the old design, although I really did like the tiny little aliens under her eyes, so I might just add that in there. But I decided to go with, well, I go a lot back and forth because I can't decide apparently, but I wanted to go with a more crazy eye makeup look this time, because I didn't do that on all that many yet. So I wanted to go a little crazy. I did some very fun eyeliner look on her, and I had to try a lot and fail a lot to get this to look alright. And then I also wanted her eyelashes to be very spiky and white on the inside to add a little bit more of a graphic twist to it. And then I gave her black lipstick, which is what I did in the original because it's kind of the basic, easiest choice to do when you have black, gray, and green colors, right? And then I wanted to give her these short bangs that start up really messy, but they do get better. But I also wanted to give her long hair, because that's something that I didn't really do much in the original series. Most people had the shorter hair. To get that gray in there as well, I added some gray to the tips. I also tried some green streaks in the hair, but I wasn't really feeling it, so I took that away. Here I'm adding the last touches to the eyes, and this is pretty much it. Here is the final design of the aromantic flag. I also ended up really liking this one in the end. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I will be posting part 2 of the series next Saturday with hopefully 5 more flags. I'll see you then. Goodbye.